Hello everybody and welcome back to Kerbal Space Program, where yes, I am aware that they announced KSP2, and I actually didn't mention it in the last episode, but I am actually pretty excited about it. I do think that KSP is in a state right now where it could use the kind of ground up rework that a sequel can do, particularly in its physics. Like, there's a lot of Kraken issues when you dock a bunch of things together, right? And I'd like to see them fix that. But we were going to gather data from space around Minmus, so let's do that really fast. We can do that immediately. So let's see, we got this orbiting Minmus. We'll go ahead and fly this. This is a wee bit of overkill as far as Delta V goes. We've still got 5,500 in the tank. Oh my, we're gonna just log this and transmit that. There we go. Contract complete. What else do we need? Where else can we get money? That's what we really need, is money. Science is nice, but we need money more than anything right now. Equatorial orbit of the moon. Have a materials bay. New orbital station around Kerbal. That wouldn't be too awful. New surface outpost on the moon. Antenna docking port and can generate power, supporting at least 5 Kerbals, and that's it. I mean, we are going back to the moon eventually. We'll grab it. I don't think we're going to do it immediately. We're at 1.4 million space bucks right now. We need 1.7 to upgrade this, as well as we need to have enough to give us a wee bit of a cushion there. So we need to continue focusing on making money, right? So we can plant the flag on the moon. We could build a new surface outpost on the moon within 2 launches of things we already have made. And then, of course, this we would need to send the same thing. I do want a higher power antenna before we do that, just so that we don't have the issues that we had before. So, where would antennas be in this? Advanced Unmanned Tech. This is what we need. Okay, so this is 550 science as well. So we need what? 1,100 science, plus about, call it, 500,000 more space bucks to be on the safe side. Okay. How much will it cost? Well, we would need a pilot, right? Would we need a pilot? Hang on. Let's open up our base lander, our base core module. Where is our base core? Load. Okay, so we do actually need a pilot for this, which we currently do not have. We have Bill in there. And I don't think we want to be bringing Bill for right now. Now, one thing we may want to actually do before we get started on that is actually head over to our base core on Minmus. And this is going to be a minimal base core on Moon, by the way, just to do the contract. And then we'll probably send an unmanned craft to go recover it. Oh, this is exciting stuff. Look at this. Good thing we have lots of batteries. Okay, so we don't have the scientists that we need to run our mobile processing lab, so never mind then. That's the thing we're going to need to send up there. And we're probably going to need to send him up with a automated probe. But we do need a pilot. A single pilot. Technically, actually, we could use 2. So let's go ahead and enlist this Kerbal. That was our only pilot that we had available. Okay, Verkle. We're sending you to the moon, and you're gonna get us some money. It was a little on the expensive side, but let's pull up a base core here. That'll cost us about 75,000 to launch. That's okay. So let's go ahead and launch this. And we're going to send it up to the moon. And at the moon, we're going to need to also send in a habitation module. Can that be sent unmanned? I don't remember. It'd be nice if it could. And then we'd need to send, probably later, we would send a rocket to get Verkle back. But for now, Verkle's going to be a semi-permanent resident on the moon. Off you go, Verkle. And Verkle's just like, wait, I didn't sign up to be a semi-permanent resident on the moon. Well, tough. It said so right in your contract. Did you read the fine print? No? Well, there's your problem. Always read the fine print. So the real question is, can we get this to orbit without it flipping? That seems to be a key feature of our launches, is that they almost always flip. So I think I'm going to wait until a little later for the gravity turn. It's less efficient, but it's fine. It's not like we're lacking for delta V after all. And of course, these engines up here, or rather, okay, let's ditch our SRBs. This engine down here isn't actually tuned for Minmus, so that's fine. But we can adjust the thrust limiter for the habitation module later on. Okay, we can begin our gravity turn soon-ish. Something like... what's our current apoapsis? 50k? Okay, I'm just gonna try to fix our rotation a little bit because that was drifting. And let's go ahead and begin our gravity turn now. Like I said, I delayed it in the hopes of not having a flip from aerodynamic force. And we're just making for the horizon a little bit. I'm just going to hold here because we need to ditch our side boosters momentarily. There we go. And now let's make for that horizon line. Fantastic. Fix that rotation, which drifted out of alignment. Perfect. Oh, nope. SAS is bringing us back. Just hold here. Good enough. Okay, we're in space, ditching the fairing. Excellent. Is this going to get us to orbit? Yeah, I think this is going to get us to orbit, but we're going to have to rely pretty heavily on this maneuver stage to actually get to the moon. This is, of course, a heavier payload than our non-core, just because of the fuel and such. There's a crew cabin on here, too. So we have, what, 3 crew capacity here? Technically, we don't even need a full habitation module. But I'll send one anyway, just so that we don't have to incur all of the time involved in designing one specifically for this. So, as you can see, our time to apoapsis is decreasing. That's why I've continued burning rather than doing a maneuver node for circularization. Our apoapsis is going to be a little high, but that's fine. That's kind of what you get when you delay your gravity turn. Completely to be expected. And of course now our apoapsis is going up. So I'm going to cut the engines for a little bit here. And we can go ahead and set up our maneuver node. Are we out of the atmosphere? Yep. so that's good enough. Burn time of 37 seconds, so we want to do this at about T-minus 18. It's going to take forever to turn over there. Well, that wasn't so bad, actually. We had a very small amount of time to turn. Okay, T-minus 18. And off we go. And yeah, you can see we are actually going to need our second stage for this. But that's okay. We've got plenty of delta V in our next two stages for what we need to do. And off we go. We are officially in orbit as of now. And I'm not going to bother burning the other 3.7 seconds there. I'm going to go ahead and turn the ComNet off, because that is kind of distracting. We'll set the moon as our target. How's our inclination? 0.2. That's probably fine. So we'll go ahead and burn for the moon, what, around here maybe? Somewhere like that. Oh, would you look at that? Okay, and we want to be coming in equatorial, which we are. But we want to be coming in a little bit... Whoa. We want to be coming in a little bit lower than that. What are you doing, mouse scroll wheel? It keeps resetting back, like just when I start getting to where I want to be. I don't know, this is bizarre. Come on, bring it in. I think that's about the best we're going to get. So this is going to be a prograde burn, but we're going to go ahead and head to that maneuver node. Do we have solar panels extended? We do not. We should do that before we run out of power. I mean, we do have a pilot in here, so we'd be able to just throttle up and then extend it. And it's not like we have a shortage of power, but I just want to be on the safe side. I've been burned by that too many times this playthrough. Okay. We'll sit right there. And then we'll go ahead and warp to next maneuver. Not there. There. Excellent. This is going to be a relatively lengthy burn, but we're going to have plenty of delta V to make this happen. As you can see, our node has actually drifted a little bit during this warp. We'll have to correct for that. Okay, get over there. There we go. We're going to want to burn this at 52 seconds. "55, 54, 53, and 52. I'm going to go ahead and turn on the brakes action group. There we go. And we're off to the moon. Just going to try to maintain this maneuver node a little bit here. But overall, this should be pretty good. And then we'll do a braking burn here, of course, adjust our orbit a little bit, go in for a landing. Plant a flag with Verkle, since we need to plant a flag. Should we do this somewhere where there is green sandstone? We could try. I don't know where the green sandstone is. We'll have to recover Verkle for that to be a thing. But we are planning on doing that anyway. So yeah, we'll have to see. It'll be interesting. I'll have to look up where that actually is. Like what biome. We don't need to have this in any particular location after all. So we can just kind of put this wherever we want. We've got the delta V to get there. It's just the moon after all. speaking of the moon, hello moon. Okay, gonna be cutting throttle right about now. In fact, I'm fully cutting it. And just trying to finish off this node a little bit more precisely. Are we looking at the moon? Actually, we're fine where we are. Let's just keep it here. Fantastic. Well, it is time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. And next episode, we are going to put this guy on the moon, or at least do our orbital maneuvers. We'll see. Subscribe for more, and I will see you all next time.